I hope you remember it because it's been a bunch of days.
It's been a few days for me too now, unfortunately. And I watched most of it in a car whilst driving said car. So, you know.
You watched our movie while driving a car.
Yeah, to and from work the other day, I was watching it. Just put it on my dash instead of my speedometer. I don't need to know how fast I'm going. I'm going fast. It's good. God. Super safe. I do not recommend, everybody. Don't do that, kids at home. Hey, watch him with Dan and Tony. Hey, watch him with Dan and Tony. It's like watching, yeah.
Welcome to Hate Watching with Dan and Tony. I am Dan.
I am Tony.
This is the show that dares to watch the movies that are released on Amazon Prime?
Amazon Prime, yep.
We live in a strange time, Tony.
For movies or in general?
For movies. It's just they make these movies and you're like it feels like they did sort of half of it. You know, like half of it felt like, you know, it was a real movie. Then the other half you're like, no.
Which half did you prefer, Dan?
Well, let's say what the movie is, and then we'll talk about the halves.
Of course, yeah. This is a big one for me, right? So let me pull up my timeline here. I got to pull up a timeline real quickly.
You're gonna get Tony's whole life today.
I should have been ready for this, and I apologize. I wasn't quite ready. Okay,
I was bored.
So. No, not me. Shane.
Oh.
We're talking about Shane here, okay? So let's go back in time here. Let's travel back to the wonderful year of 1987 when two of the greatest movies of all time were released, both written by the incredibly talented Shane Black, and that is Lethal Weapon and Monster Squad. Obviously, Monster Squad co-written with Frank Decker. It's great. Anyhow.
Wait, hold on. Let me add a caveat. The once.
I said what I said, Dan. Okay, I'll get to that. So then this wonderful guy, Shane Black, decides that he should direct things, right? And he did a couple of bangers, but he's been very spotty. Let me be clear. Kiss, Kiss, Bang, Bang, home run. Love that movie. Iron Man 3, kind of weird. Not great. It's probably the worst of the Iron Man 2 is weird too. But,
oh no, Iron Man 2 is the bad one. I don't think I've seen Iron Man 2.
Is Iron Man 3 the one that introduces what's his name as the actor? Yeah, man.
Oh no. Wait.
No.
Is Iron Man 3 the one where it's the guy sets the lights on fire? I think Iron Man 3 might be the one where he lights on fire and then they have to throw all the suits at him. I think that's Iron Man. But I think
for sure.
I think that is the Mandarin one. It is the Mandarin one.
I think they're both the same.
And then it's
one and the same.
Based on a fairly contemporary Iron Man, you know, a storyline that was not that old at the time.
Oh, sure. Okay.
It's what's his name? The Australian guy from LA Confidential.
Is that? Guy Pearce?
Guy Pearce.
Okay, great. Ben Kingsley. That's who we're trying. The Mandarin.
He was so good.
So good. And that movie, you know, I like it. I think it's good. Also,
it's fine.
Weirdly takes place at Christmas. Shane Black has a thing about movies taking place at Christmas, but not dealing with Christmas at all. I don't know what that's about. He should get that looked at. But then he did, The Nice Guys. Great. And then that was 2016. 2 years later, he does The Predator, which we did. And then he took a long break because that movie was really bad. And he came back 2025. So that's 7-year break. And this is what happens. He comes out with the banger Play Dirty.
Mm-hmm.
This is not the comeback vehicle I was hoping it was going to be. But I will say it's better than The Predator, right?
Nope.
No!
No, God, no. No. God, no. Predators was bad and stupid, but this movie top to bottom is just
top to bottom.
This movie just doesn't make. I mean,
what you were going to say is true. It doesn't make sense.
He just doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Play Dirty is based on the Parker books. Parker,
right?
With these books from the 50s, 60s, or whatever, and then these books were all adapted by Darwin Cooke in the comic book form.
Oh, I didn't know that.
10 years ago or so. Then
Okay.
Darwin has since gone on to die, but Darwin took these books and made some of the best comic books that have ever been produced, probably his best work, and he produced a lot of great things.
Interesting. Do I know anything that he's done?
He did New Frontier, which was his sort of rewriting of the beginning of the DC superhero universe, which is super worth reading. It's great. It's beautiful, and yeah, it's wonderful. And then he's like one of the people that sort of did some Catwoman stuff, and he worked on the reimagining of the Watchmen. After they sort of pushed Alan Moore out, and he did a lot of stuff, and just a great illustrator, great comic illustrator, wonderful. But these Parker books are his. They were his passion project. He had complete control. You should look them up. They're great. I have them all packed away somewhere and have read them. And they're comic books worth rereading because he's taken great text and then added pictures and added his own thing. And the thing about the Parker novels is they are dry, they are hard-boiled, they are not wacky.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with this movie. This movie kind of goes hard-boiled at times, and then it's like, it's a wacky caper movie, don't you know?
It's interesting because it really, if you think about it, it really is not a combination, but it's both things at once, which is Shane Black's I want to be goofy and jokey and witty mixed with this hard-boiled thing. And then Mark Wahlberg can't really do either of them. And so it's a weird triangle of not great, I don't know. It's tough.
And, like in the Predator movie, you can be kind of jokey and stupid. And you're like, well, okay, here comes Keegan. Here comes the whole busload of misfits. Okay, busload of misfits. That's fine. In this movie, you're just like, wow, here comes Generalissimo. And you're just like, oh my God, they're doing Generalissimo. I'm like, what? Why are we doing Generalissimo? And then, the best thing about this movie is we get to see Mark Cuban killed. Like actual Mark Cuban supposedly killed.
You think he's killed or just winged? They don't say, which is weird. And they make a weird joke about Mark. I don't know him or something. It's like, what? Yes, you do. Everybody knows Mark Cuban. Like, I don't think it's possible for someone to be like, I don't know who Mark Cuban is.
If you're a criminal and you're paying attention to where money in the world is, you will know exactly who Mark Cuban is.
A lot of it. I don't know. It was weird. It was a very weird moment, but it was, cathartic.
It was funny. You're just like, okay, that's kind of funny, but and so these books take place in like the 50s, 60s, back when there weren't cell phones. And, I will just talk about the one thing. We have one of the richest men in the world at a certain point, and they walk into a restaurant where he's eating and kidnap him.
Yep. Just walk straight up to him. Would never happen. Just even that first part. You're not going to get within a 5-foot bubble, right?
I think I've told this story on here before, but I used to deal with the 10th richest man in California. And he had a guy who was there who, would without a thought pull his gun out, shoot you in the head, and kill you. And he would go home that night to his wife or wherever he lived and wouldn't give it a second thought. Yeah. And this guy doesn't have bodyguards. And maybe a super rich guy in the 50s, 60s, maybe you could do something maybe.
I wasn't alive then, but it doesn't seem likely even then. I don't know.
And if you're going to, it's like the whole improv thing that we've talked about is you lose the audience with each one of these things you do.
Yeah.
And this movie just does it again and again and again and again.
They stack them up. Yeah, it's tough. It's hard. It's not great.
So, you have to make that decision if you want it to be real or you want to be this jokey, fun world. And if you're going to keep so much of the real stuff, the jokey stuff's never going to work because we're just not going to buy it.
It's just tonally a mess. You know what I mean?
Like these three people are going to move around a ship's masthead that weighs, a half a ton. You're like, no.
I could do it. I could do it, Dan. I'll put her right on my back. I'll get those things that people use to move couches, whatever those are called, and I'll just off it. I'll do it all by myself.
There's just
no.
One last thing, the spoiler, they blow the vault, and the vault metal door is 6 inches thick, and it's
thin.
Flaming hot.
I would say it's thin. I wouldn't say it's 6 inches thick.
They just blow it with some dynamite. He's like, oh, boom. There
Keep in mind that this is supposedly impenetrable. From everything everyone says, these vaults are impenetrable. Okay?
Somehow the cage is impenetrable with bars inside that are 2 inches. But
doesn't make any sense.
The vault door that is like 6 inches thick. You're like, what? What is this? I don't even begin to understand this.
With a knife. I heat up the knife and I just cut right through. Done.
So, you have endless things like that, which you might forgive if you were having a fun time, but you're never having a fun time with these characters.
I'm never having that much fun. I like the guy from Get Out. What's his name? Do you remember? The second dude. Second billing.
The actor?
Yeah.
The actor dude? He's fine.
Remember. I feel bad. I don't remember his name.
He's like
Lakeith Stanfield.
Lakeith Stanfield. Yeah, I mean, looking back, he's like the one real character in the whole movie. He's fine.
Feel like if you surrounded him with a completely different cast, he'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
If he had people to bounce off of, say his jokes to, that would return serve, volley a little bit, I think it would be okay.
Yeah. If you just did there's just they set things up so that you have these giant set pieces, and you're like, why are you wasting time with a giant set piece? Blowing the train. You're just like, oh no.
That train scene's crazy. Can we say that on this? That is insane. They destroy like 8 city blocks with probably a lot of dead people, and I think it's supposed to be funny. Is that part supposed to be kind of funny? Because they don't care at all.
The roaring train goes for 7 blocks and kills 1,000 people, when in reality, it would just thud into the ground and be done. It would just be like this. It'd be like this.
Right.
That would be it. It's done.
You're good. Maybe kill 10 people. It'll be fine.
But instead, you got to have Lakeith rolling out of the way to avoid the. You're just like, come on. And it looks crap. You're just like.
So CGI's tough, right? In this movie, it's not good. It doesn't look great.
I know it's bad, and that's fine. But if you make it do an absurd thing, it becomes stupid. If they're running down the street, I mean, if you're going to do it to be fun, but they're trying to do it to make it tense.
Thrill.
It's not thrilling. You're like, no one's going to see your movie on a big screen. First of all, we're all going to be. Tony's going to be watching it while driving his car.
You say that as if that's weird. Let me just.
No, I say that as you're not going to get a lot of impact from a movie that is true. That you're paying attention to as much as you do sports radio.
I do sports radio. I had to rewind it several times. I'll tell you that, because also when you're driving, the glare gets in the way sometimes, and these iPhones don't have the brightest screens in the world. So I was like, "What? Who was that? What happened?" But these details, they're pretty much lost on me.
And again, there's, I'm going to talk a little bit about Sinners later, but Sinners spends an hour just getting characters ready, just
100%. Yeah.
characters ready. And it's like, it spends hours getting like seven characters ready. And at the end of that time, you're like, okay, I know what the seven people want. I know why they're living their lives. I know this. I know that. I know what their interactions are. I know, kind of maybe how they would interact in certain situations. Like these characters are all just like, I'm throwing out glib lines. Here's a glib line. Here's a glib line.
Mark Wahlberg's character, from what I can tell, his best friend is murdered, right? I mean, that's what it seems like. He knows the wife. He goes and visits the wife. They're close on some level. And once he's dead, he's shit. I'm all good. Let's go have some fun. And sure, the ending happens, but does it really? It's just weird. It's just very strange, the feelings. I don't know.
Yeah. So let's start the movie.
Let's do this thing. Let's do it. Wait, hold on. Let's talk about cast real quick. How did you feel about Mark?
The more I think about Mark is he's not really ever the problem, but he's not ever really the solution either.
I agree with that. He's there and he services, and that's fine. My thing is I look back at like Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, or even The Nice Guys, and you've got Gosling and RDJ, and they're so good and effortlessly charming with like that witty dialogue. Yeah. And I always feel like Mark's trying. Not in like, it's not bad, but I just feel like he's doing it. He's putting it on. It just, I don't know. So it's just different. But he's
not charismatic. If you met him in person, you'd be like, oh, I met Mark Wahlberg. He was a guy.
Yeah.
He
might hit you if that helps.
I'm not like a big Matt Damon guy, but you're like, if you met Matt Damon, you'd be like, wow, it must be weird to be Matt Damon. And
100%,
probably has something. Mark Wahlberg, I don't think has anything to add. If you're like, okay, we don't need to talk. But if you were like, you get to have a dinner with, Matt Damon, you're like, I don't really care about Matt Damon, but I'm sure the stories Matt Damon would tell would be interesting.
Do you think, real question, do you think Matt Damon would get annoyed at how many times I asked about Ben Affleck during that dinner? Under how many times could I ask a Ben story before he left the table? That's what I need to know.
Does this story include Affleck?
Can we just skip this one? Let's skip to the next one.
Move on. And that's the whole thing is, I don't know. You don't want to know. I don't care what happened on any of the Transformers movies. I don't care.
I watched them all. I can tell you all of them now, Dan. I watched every single one of them.
So now, was it important to know things from 4 to watch 5?
I mean, 4 is definitely the bridge between 1, 2, 3, and 5, for sure. Because 1, 2, 3, the Transformers are all the good guys. And then 4, we've gone over the edge, and now humans kind of start hunting the Transformers, and we have the ability to create them now because we have discovered transformium. Oh my God, it's so dumb.
Wait, we can make Transformers? Why did we make Transformers for the 5th movie?
No, I think they realized how dumb it was in the 4th one. They're like, we got to cut that storyline, guys. We can't keep going with the transformium. But yeah, wow. I mean, it's an important tonal shift, but if you don't care about 1 through 3 and you're just there for 5, it doesn't matter at all.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah.
So play dirty.
Yeah, play dirty. Let's go.
2025 Amazon release, 2 hours and 6 minutes. I mean, it didn't exactly drag on forever. It didn't feel like it was dragging on forever.
No, it's moving. I mean, they're doing things.
Yeah, things sort of happen.
They're always doing stuff. I don't know.
So we're in the middle of a heist. So we're instantly sort of thrown in with all these characters. We're in the midst of the heist. It's kind of the same heist in the Sterling Hayden movie. We're going to find out that it's at the track. And that movie, I can't think of what it's called right now. I think it's a Kubrick movie or something.
Space Odyssey. That's the only one I know.
That's not the one.
That's all I got.
Look up Sterling Hayden racetrack movie.
Sterling
Hayden
racetrack movie.
The
Killing.
The Killing might actually be based on the same the work of this guy. So
interesting.
That would make a lot of sense.
I have a list of the books here somewhere, adaptations. I don't know. There's too many now. There's like 11. All right.
Yeah. So I think because it's basically the same thing. They're knocking over the racetrack, and we go through the racetrack, and we kind of have they need a number or something, and they've got the one manager guy there, and they know that he's trying to impress this one girl, and so they sort of fake somebody getting punched, and you're like, okay, somebody
stupid.
Can kind of read the situation. Stupid. And so Mark Wahlberg's character can read the situation, and we're like, oh, okay, he's the smart guy. He gets the number. So we're like, okay, so they unlock the thing, and they're like, don't take the 1s and 5, take the bigger bills. Wow. I've taken all 1s.
Well, can I ask you, do they explain that? I'm sure they do a line, but why wouldn't you take 5s? 5s are great. I use 5s all the time.
5s, because you can only carry so much.
Oh, that's the answer. Just carry it. So all right, that's cool.
You want to just take the 20s because you want the most money. You don't. You care
most
about
money per carry ratio.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we cut to the outside. Here comes a guy in his car with his wife and his kid, and he he works there, and he susses out that something's going on. So he's like, what I'll do is I'll rob the robbers. So he pulls out a gun. His wife's like, acts like she doesn't know what he does.
Right. So this is very strange to me. And I want to be clear that the conceit of it, where a dad with his wife and kid in the car would go rob robbers, I actually buy that part. The general idea, I buy it. People are stupid, but he has to show me that character would do that. That guy goes in, gets scared, and runs back to the car all scared and frantic. And then he's like, oh, wait, I'm going to get a gun and I'm going to go rob. That's not the kind of guy that would do that. That guy runs away. He hightails it. He's a baby. Also, previously, when we see him, his wife is like mocking him. She's like making fun of the job or something. The kid's like, well, daddy gets perks. And she's like, yeah, right. Something like that. So this guy isn't the guy that take charge. I'm selfish. I'm going to go rob some people kind of guy. He's like the weird, goofy guy that the wife controls. Those two things don't make sense. So when he pulls the gun, I'm like, what is happening? This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Well, and the location of the gun makes it seem like he needs easy access to a gun, and he doesn't feel like a gun
He's pulling guns all the time, apparently, because it's just like in that right there. He just
reaches for it. He's like, gun.
Right.
You're like,
I don't know.
I don't believe this.
No.
So he goes in there and kind of just takes like one bag. It's not like he takes like 10 bags or something.
Just one.
It feels like he's just taking some of the money. It doesn't feel like he's taking all of their money.
Because I think they all have bags, don't they? So isn't that 5-6 bags?
Think
maybe?
So. Yeah. No. So it feels like he steals one bag and he sort of runs out there, and then this degenerates into we find out that it's at the racetrack. We didn't know that. And
correct. Yeah.
He takes off in his car and drives onto the track and is killing horses, and horses
seemingly
run
on accident,
stands.
By the way. It seems like he didn't try to drive onto the tracks. It was just happenstance that each thing led to the fact that he had to go on the track. Dan, when I tell you I don't understand this scene, I can't even explain how little I understand. So, and people aren't really getting out of the way. I guess he's going fast, but there's a jockey that just gets run over, but then he's fine. And then the horse runs over him, and then he still stands up, I'm pretty sure, which is incredible. But it's very weird. And people, sure, they're running, but with all the cell phones in the world, also these races aren't they televised? I'm sure that they're at least recorded.
There's going to be cameras everywhere because of cheating and all that.
There's so much evidence of these people. I don't understand how you think this is a good idea. This doesn't make any sense whatsoever.
And Mark chases him. Mark's character, Parker, chases him on foot onto the thing in front of everyone, murders the guy, and then
shoots him square in the head. Yep.
Gives the lady, picks up the one bag and gives the lady $20,000. And he's all like, hide this money. And wait. Yeah. And you're just like, what?
And later, somebody else gets to try to explain that and tell you why it's a good idea, which is if she keeps the money, it means she's probably not going to talk. Here's the thing. That's not that much money in 2025. Like, I'm sorry. It's great. Like it's a lot of money, but it's not. Well, my husband just got shot in the head. I'm not going to say anything. A lot of money. You know what I mean?
It'll maybe pay for his funeral. Maybe.
If that, maybe. Like the coffin's like $8,000 by itself. I don't know.
It's gonna get you cheap. It's gonna get you.
It's not
cheap
enough
funeral.
For hush money. I am suing a lot of people, and I'm getting way more money than the $20,000. It's wild.
And in the midst of all this, we have one cutaway shot of a dude gambler standing in the stands, and he's holding his tickets. And he just throws them in the air like, oh.
Because it's funny.
That ruined
Not again.
Ruined my day.
Another Saturday. Ruined.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah.
And
so weird.
And then they just leave. They just leave.
Yeah, they've drive away.
Just this nightmare situation has happened that's going to draw 1 million cops from 1 million directions and come down on, because I think it's in LA, it's going to come down on your ass. And that's why in this movie, The Killing, when they do it, no, you could get away from the cops.
They kill a lot. They kill a lot of people, which is an interesting thing because at one point somebody asks Mark Wahlberg if he is a killer, and he's like, by rule, no, but if it's necessary, I'm sorry, that is not your character. You kill anyone and everyone without hesitation. You don't care whatsoever.
Yeah.
Very strange. Bad character development. Also, you didn't really talk about the beginning of this movie, and I'm only going to bring it up for characterizations, but we open in that room where they're interrogating their own person, and the kid, he's a nephew, I think, or whatever. He is so scared of Mark Wahlberg's character when he hears the name Parker.
Yeah.
We never pay that off to the point where I'm like, yeah, criminals would be scared of this criminal for sure.
No, he brings zero gravitas to this character. And it's too quick to show us that. We need that elsewhere.
Yeah.
We need that elsewhere.
Yeah. Anyhow.
And in the books, he is like that. He's the boogeyman. He's a little bit. Oh, I'm burping.
Wickian, John Wickian. The only one that I've seen is the Mel Gibson one, Ransom, and I haven't seen that in 20, 30 years. I don't know, but I remember him. Scared me a little bit. Like he's dark, like he's intense, and he is out to F people up. I just didn't feel that. No, I just don't get it. I don't feel it.
No. Anyhow. They go back to this abandoned cabin, which is where they're hiding out, which once again it's not a location that exists in our world now, but it's not a location that exists outside of LA.
100%. Yeah.
Have them go to some weird hotel, motel, whatever. It's like a weird backlot thing. You're just like, that's on the backlot. Yeah. That's not real.
That's not isolated. I've seen that on the tour.
That thing's not going to have a TV. It's not going to have food. It's not. That's not real.
It's not real.
Maybe
just
if
like
you're in Arkansas
else.
or something in the mountains or something, but not outside LA. No, it's too weird. Or wherever they are, we have no idea.
Too weird.
So everybody's arguing about who gets how much money. Oh, this much money, and then the one woman, Zen, she takes off all of her clothes and is like, I'm taking a nude shower and I'm doing it out here so everyone has to look at me. And then she pulls a gun and just kills everyone except Parker, who runs away. And then she shoots him and he falls in the river.
There's almost a nice moment where she's, naked and bending over to get the gun, and Parker's watching her. But he's not leering. He's watching because he's like, this is weird behavior. And he's kind of
clocking
on
it.
to the fact. Yeah. Sure. And I wish that was like, a little bit done better. But also, that's a nice character moment that he's just clocking, like, this is weird. Something's happening. But then he's still kind of taken by surprise. I don't know. Well, it's close.
He should have clocked it, and then he should have gone, fuck. And then they should have told us that he knows something is fuck.
Up. Something's wrong. Yeah. Something's fishy.
Boom. He starts making his move, and you see that he's the guy who doesn't usually make these mistakes. Boom.
Exactly. Yeah. Also, she's not great, by the way. I'm not a big fan. I don't know who this person is.
She's pretty terrible.
Yeah. It's a bummer.
There's there's a couple scenes that she's okay in, but most of the time, I mean, her setup is so terrible.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's true. You can only do so much.
So, boom, he wakes up. He's in a hotel room. He's all bandaged up. I think he's in New York City.
I'm not even sure, to be honest.
Oh, no. We cut to New York City, and now we're going to meet Mr. Lozini, played by
Tony
Shalhoub. Tony Shalhoub, once again showing us that he can act in anything and is a great actor.
He's wonderful.
As long as he is not having to interact with the stupid plot of this movie, he's great.
Right? Yeah. No, he's a national treasure. I'm a big fan of this guy. Were you a Monk fan?
Oh yeah, that's a great show.
You feel very Monk. Yeah,
you turn that on. I mean, I remember watching the first episode when it came out, and you were just like, okay, he's this guy,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. No, he's great.
He's great. So basically, he's the head of the outfit, which is basically the guys that are sort of in control of a segment, I think, of the. They're sort of a mafia.
I didn't get it. Sort of, but not really. I don't know, Dan.
And in the books, the outfit is sort of the thing Parker's always sort of coming against.
Sure.
And he's like the one guy who will steal from the outfit.
Sure, yeah. The only guy who'll do it.
So basically they find out that Parker is involved, and we sort of learn that Parker made a deal with Tony Shalhoub's character to stay out of New York and stay out of their business. And now he's getting in their business. Okay.
Yeah, well, you got to do it. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Parker wakes up. He's in a hotel room, and this woman is helping him Madge. And he's like, why am I not in room 12? Why am I not in room 12? Why am I not in room 12? And then as soon as she leaves, he just goes over to room 12, kicks the person out, and breaks through the wall. And then he has money hidden in the wall of room 12.
Wall? He plastered the wall? Like, what are we talking about? It's very silly.
It makes you think back on No Country for Old Men, where he takes off the thing, he slides it in there, kind of pushes, and then a whole process occurs with that money being hidden there. This thing is just like, what would show his character is if he's hidden money and he busts through the wall and he needs it within seconds. It's like he's wrapped up from a wound, which, okay, there go all the stitches, and now he bleeds out. It's just like
he bleeds out. He's done. He's dead on the ground.
He did not need that money within 30 seconds.
But I would love that money. So if anyone wants to share, you let me know.
And then he steals the guy's pants, and then he steals a car.
Yeah, all these things. And then nobody ever cares. Except for the guy says, hey, those are my pants. So there you go.
You can't have a character that's constantly stealing cars. It's like, that's not how the world, in the world he lives in, that's not how the world works. You can't steal 5 cars during a movie and you're going to get pulled over.
Especially now. Because I can find my car now. You know what I mean? Like, it's easy. I've got a little chip in there. I can just tell them, hey, my car's gone. They're like, no, it's right over here. Yes. That's great.
And then they arrest Parker, and Parker goes to jail, and the movie is over.
Or they say, no, idiot, it was towed to the police compound because you haven't paid your your tabs in 3 years. That's what happened to me.
Oh, I remember that. Good job, Tony. Now we're going to talk a little bit about the cast. His initial friend that gets killed by Zen, the girl, is played by Thomas Jane, and you're like, we have someone that we love, Thomas Jane, who's freaking great, and we kill him instantly
2 minutes
before he gets to do anything. Okay, he's gone.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. I guess he owed...
Part of me almost wishes that he was playing Parker. I think he could probably do it. You know
10
what
times
I mean?
better. 10 times better.
Yeah.
Boom. He goes to see Thomas Jane's character's wife, Gretchen Mol, to, sort of say, I'm going to go kill the woman and get you some money.
Yeah. And she's like, okay. Oh, so I was telling Dan earlier, just in case I don't use that clip for the beginning, I only wrote one note for this entire movie. And it is this scene. It is this scene, Dan. She opens the door and there's like a bunch of kids running around. And Mark is like, what is happening? And she says, we couldn't have kids of our own. So we built a tree house. What?
What?
So just in your front yard, you built a tree house and then just random kids come and play in your yard. And you did that because you don't have kids of your own. So you're just stealing other people's kids during the day. What are you talking about? Strange kids aren't just going to come over and climb in your tree house. If you don't have kids, that's creepy. That's weird. I don't know. So I wrote that down because I was like, this is the most bizarre thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Maybe in the 50s.
And it's
maybe in the 50s, Dan.
And it's a liability insurance thing. One of those kids going to fall out of that tree.
Falls out, you're sued to oblivion.
That kid owns your house.
Fucking kid. He's faking it too. I know he is.
Blank check, baby. My house.
Oh, that's a good movie. Blank check. Let's watch that again.
Okay, now we set up Grofield. Grofield is his buddy who's going to come in after Thomas Jane, and he's an actor, and he owns a theater that's in a barn, and he pays for it by doing crime. So
right. Yeah. Here's what I'll say. I like the scene between him and the tax guy or whoever that guy is. It's like, how can you lose money every year. How can you pay? And he's like, it's stupidity. That's not an answer. That's a nice little scene.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine, but what? I don't know. He has to have an answer for that, but who knows?
He does not. All right.
I wrote fancy car. Next scene, fancy car with Reggie.
Reggie. Who's Reggie?
I don't know. And then we have Zen, who's the girl. And then we have the dictator's elite guard tipped her off. We're being followed. They get hit by an SUV. Then there's a gun battle.
Oh, right. So Mark becomes the driver for...
Oh, Mark gets in the car with this guy, Reggie, who has information about Zen, the girl he's trying to find.
I did not remember his name was Reggie, so good on you.
His name is Reggie.
Okay.
He is played like a weird 70s pimp.
Yeah, 100%.
Very weird.
Yeah.
You're just like, what is happening? I don't know. This character is very weird. And then we find out that Zen, the girl that killed his crew, is like part of a dictator's elite guard, and she wants to stop. Basically, she's a freedom fighter in some random false Central American country that she is trying to overthrow the dictator.
Right. Yep.
Already, it's like in Commando, you could do this kind of stuff, right?
Commando's great.
It's so stupid. The guy has a bunch of leather boys as his guards. And all Arnold Schwarzenegger has to do is kill the leather boys and overthrow the government. You're like, okay, that we can live in that stupid a world, but this movie, we can't live in that stupid a world. So it turns out now that the bad guys are following him in Reggie's car,
I guess.
And he's like, we've been being followed. And I thought that this was a scam to get Reggie to give up the information.
So did I.
But then
100%.
Then they get attacked by I guess the other freedom fighters, and we have a gun battle, and
in the middle of the street.
in the middle of the street for an hour, and Reggie's driver's been locked in the back, and then Mark opens the back, so he comes out and's firing his gun blazing, and then he gets killed.
Here's a question, right? So you're tied up and you're in a trunk.
Yeah.
Are you going to make any noise?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably, right? The guy sitting 2 feet away from his driver is like, hey, where's my driver? And Mark's like, he's fine. He's totally fine. Don't worry about it. He's tied up. He's tied up 2 feet behind the guy. You're telling me he didn't make a noise? Never hit the trunk? Never went, come on, guys. Every movie ever, when there's someone in the trunk, eventually someone's like, hey, what's that noise? And then it's someone in the trunk. We've seen it a million times. Nobody is ever dead silent in the trunk. That doesn't make any sense.
And I've never been in a trunk trying to listen to what's happening up front. I have to imagine you can hear if you're 100%. Literally, 8 inches away through some, a seat and some metal. You're gonna be able to, especially in cars today.
You can hear everything.
Where there's
you
probably
can
not
hear
even
everything.
metal between you and them. It's probably
100%.
just some plastic.
Yeah, if I would imagine you could probably lean that seat down, goes right into the trunk, just so you get a little extra trunk space. That's what my car does. So it's very silly.
We have a gun battle. Mark wins. He just walks away and then steals another car. Oh, look, he's stolen another car. Okay,
no problem. Don't worry about it.
Zen is holed up in this building with Bosco. Bosco was one of the people that we saw with Tony Shalhoub's character. He's feeding them stuff because she has like another caper that she wants to pull. Parker shows up and she's like, I have this bigger job that's worth so much more money. And this is Bosco. Bosco has the plans. Parker just kills Bosco.
Right. Yeah.
But Bosco's not dead. Bosco is somehow still alive, so Parker's not even good at killing people.
Apparently. He shot him like twice, I thought, but I don't know.
Good job not knowing your person's dead. I mean, this is Parker. Yeah. He shouldn't be doing that, right? He's not
Correct.
a fuck-up.
Yep.
He should be killing a guy that he's shooting or know he's dead.
From like 5 feet away. Yep.
Yeah. So what we're finding out is that her country, they found sunken treasure. And instead of using the sunken treasure to make all the poor people not poor, the evil dictator is going to just keep the money.
Right.
And it's $1 billion.
Who found it? You know what I mean? Did he find it? Finders keepers. That's the rules. There's a bug in here. Whew.
There's a bug in here.
Face. Those are separate thoughts. Anyhow.
That's what I go through every day, fighting the flies. The flies get in. Shannon thinks they live in the walls.
They might. They could. Or the pipes. Maybe. Are they coming up through the pipes? Who knows?
They could be coming up through they wait till everything drains down. Then they're like, dun, 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 dun,
and then they attack.
So then they fly around.
And we've got fucking flies everywhere. You ever seen that? The Winnebago Man? You ever see that video?
I am trying to tell my story, Tony.
Oh, I'm sorry. You tell your story. I'll be quiet.
Then you can talk all you want about the Winnebago Man. So what happens is the flies fly around. They drive the dog crazy. So we open the windows are open. Then they try to fly out the windows, but they're screens. And so then I close the window and trap them
when they're in between
the window pane and the screen. Then I go outside with my squirt bottle that has soap water in it, and I squirt the flies until they're like, I'm dying. Then I run back inside and I fling the window open. And then I take a Kleenex and I crush them to death.
You're a murderer.
I've had to do that like 2 times, like each day for the last couple of days. Someday,
I think one day I had to fly away.
Fly away where? They're in the house. If I open the back door, the front door, more flies will come in. It's an endless cycle.
That you're right. It's an endless cycle. It's because it's so hot so early, so they're all blooming. That's not the right word. Blooming. What if flies do hatch?
Yeah, there's little eggs. Yeah,
I don't know.
Eggs. Yeah.
I've seen Jeff Goldblum in The Fly, and that's not how he gets birthed. So I don't know.
They land on your shit, and then they they put
correct. Okay,
true. Tony, tell your Winnebago Man story.
That's it. I was just there's not a story. It's just a very fun video. They ended up making a documentary about it because it was so good. But it's very funny. It's called The Winnebago Man. You should see it. It's very good.
Wow. See, I had I had the whole audience pumped. And then your Winnebago Man story.
Let me set the stage for you. It's like the 70s, I think, maybe the 80s. I don't really know. But this guy is trying to do a promotional video for the new Winnebago line that's coming out. And he can't remember any of his lines. And it's just like a blooper cut of him getting madder and madder about him forgetting his own lines. I wrote this thing. Why can't I remember it? Yeah, it's great. It's classic.
Okay. So
anyhow, back to this gem.
Tony Shalhoub's character, he tells Kincaid to go find Bosco because Bosco's missing. Okay, great. We go to the prop shop where we meet the head of the Freedom Fighters, who's a guy with a beard, and then we've got a big fake version of the. Okay, so what the sunken treasure is? It's a bunch of gold doubloons or whatever, but it's also this big masthead
statue thing that goes on a boat.
They put on the front of the boat, and supposedly this is worth half the money. So this thing's worth $500 million.
There's like gems in it, right? Maybe it's decorated with gems. I honestly don't know. He shows up later at the end of the movie with gems. I don't know.
There's one gem. It's stupid. It's a stupid thing. You're just like it's too big, but they're making a fake one because their idea is so all the treasure is coming to be exhibited at the UN, I guess.
Right.
And then taken from the UN, and they make the line, the UN, which is the safest place on the planet.
Can't be right.
No.
Not
no
way that's true.
There's no way that the UN is the safest place on the planet. Cheyenne Mountain, where we control all of our missiles, that has a door that's probably a mile thick that comes out.
No, you can just take that door down with a couple of explosives. It'll fly right off.
Throw the dynamite at it. So stupid. So what their idea is, they're going to steal the money after the bad guys steal the money, but the bad guys are going to steal the money because the evil general wants them to steal it, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, so that's unfortunate because I was a little confused on why he was in on the plan to steal it from himself. I didn't get that.
It sure seems like the general can just sell it because it's his.
Right. That's 100%. And I thought that's what he was going to do. But then, I don't know. I don't have a clue.
Okay, great. Most protected, the UN, the most protected building.
Yeah.
So they're going to rob the robbers. So it doesn't even matter that it's the UN. That just isn't even a thing.
Yeah. Now let me just say real quickly.
Yeah.
This is the second time they use the line, "We're going to rob the robbers," because that's what the dad in the car at the beginning said. This one I don't hate. The first one is so out of place and does not work at all. It's forced.
Oh, I got you.
It's such a forced line, but they're doing it just to set up the fact that, robbers rob robbers all the time. It's a thing. Well, look at this world. And I don't hate it when this guy says it because he's just like, oh, we're going to rob the robbers. But the first one, the guy's like, don't you see? I'm going to rob the robbers. He wouldn't say that. It's dumb. I hated it. And then that was also part of the trailer. Did you watch the trailer?
No.
The text in the trailer is like, sometimes the robbers get robbed or something like that. And I was like, well, that's a stupid line. And then they said it multiple times in the movie. And I was like, someone is obsessed with this weird line and it's not even very good.
So by killing Bosco, they don't have the plan. So they have to go to Bosco's and get the plan. So they go to Bosco's boyfriend, Asian bar. And we do like this whole bit where she's like, we shouldn't tell him that Bosco's dead because he won't help us. And Parker's like, we could just tell him, he won't care.
Like what? What? As the guy that's supposed to be able to read people, what are you talking about? Everyone would care. I don't understand. It's his boyfriend.
So he tells him, he freaks out, and then
which is funny. He was
kind of funny, yeah.
He was funny. If the scene was better, I think that really would have been fun. Like them trying to control him and keep him like under wraps as he's just losing his mind of grief. I like that scene.
Yeah, I mean, you go back to the stupid Lethal Weapon movies, and that's.
I'm sorry. No, we're gonna cut that part out, Dan. How dare you?
Murdoch being, kind of a lunatic and, loose cannon, and Danny Glover,
sure.
You have like a character dynamic there, right?
Yeah.
Loose cannon, guy looking to retire, and he's just like, why am I going through this?
Just trying to get through the fucking day, man. I
just want to get home to my beautiful wife and my happy family, and this idiot's blowing everything up. It's like we have this dynamic of the two of them. They're just... It's a dynamic that they just decide on in the scene. What's the dynamic that we can decide on in the scene? It's not character based.
Yeah, 100%. Can I just say one thing?
Nope.
You know how you're like, oh, he's this old guy trying to get through the day, and that's Danny Glover. He's supposed to be 40. He's supposed to be 40 years old. That's how old I am. How is that possible? He looks so much older than I do, right? Am I crazy?
And you're got another 20 years till you can start talking about just trying to get through the day.
Just trying to maybe retire someday. 20 years minimum.
Was he really? But he was retiring, wasn't he?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense.
How is he retiring at 40?
Don't know.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a different world back then in the 80s.
So that's how old he actually is, by the way. I think, right? I think Danny Glover's actually 40 in that movie.
He was playing more like 50.
I think he's 50. Because I think they're celebrating the 50th.
He had some gray hair in his...
Doing the bath scene, the kids come in with a candle. I think they're celebrating 50, but he is 40 years old. And I don't know. I don't know how this works.
I mean, think about like those, it's like he's got the daughter's dating, like the stuff in that movie is so real, you have the oh my God. Like Parker doesn't have anything. Zen has this crazy bullshit, I'm going to, with this freedom fighter money, I'm going to save my country. Like that's not real. That's not real. Right. It's not real.
Unlike Joshua.
What's Joshua?
He's from Lethal Weapon. Never mind. I'm getting too deep into Lethal Weapon. I apologize.
Okay, so
it's just a really great movie, Dan. God.
So Kincaid and the outfit guys show up. They have to go upstairs. There's Mr. Bluey. Somebody has a heart. Oh God. Oh Jesus Christ. This is so bad.
Someone's got a what? A heart on? What?
Bosco's boyfriend has a heart attack. Zen says that she's a doctor.
Yeah.
Then she tries to save him and sends Parker upstairs to go try to find the plans and is more fixated on saving this guy's life. I'm like, what is this movie? What movie is this?
I have no idea. I don't think she succeeded either, right? Is he dead? I think he's dead.
I don't think we resolved that. I don't think we ever we ever get into that.
Kind of like Mark Cuban. We just don't. Sometimes we don't know when people are dead. That's how little we care about life in this movie.
So Mr. Bluey is a series of stuffed blue elephants?
Yeah. Yep.
They needed to make this something weird.
Or like tell us why. Like, is there a joke of why these are things they collect or stick things inside? I don't know. I don't get it.
So Kincaid goes upstairs. He fights with Kincaid, and then he drops him out a window. And he doesn't die.
Jesus.
But then he tells everybody that he's dead for some reason.
Doesn't make any sense.
I don't understand.
He wouldn't do that.
Why did he not care about him dying?
Parker wouldn't do that, and he's methodical,
He'd
right?
Just pull out
Parker
a gun
would
and
make
shoot
sure
him.
that guy's. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, Parker isn't methodical. Parker's always not killing people,
but he says he is.
Right? He's always leaving people alive.
Yeah. That's 100% correct.
I mean, he watched him get off and run away, right? He didn't.
Yeah, that's why it was. And then he just was like, "Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about him. Don't worry about that little guy."
We go back to Tony Shalhoub. He goes and sees Kincaid in the hospital and talks about how we've gotten soft. It's like, okay, whatever. I don't care. So this is the point in the movie where we need to introduce 3 more characters.
Yeah.
We get Keegan-Michael Key.
Yeah.
A woman and a driver guy. The driver guy, I don't even want to talk about him.
That's fair. Yeah.
I mean, he's not bad.
I honestly don't even remember his name.
Stan.
That can't be right.
No, that's his name. His name is Stan.
No, that is his name.
That is his name.
That's a stupid name.
You think back on Heat and that one character that's the pain in the ass that fucks over their thing because he kills a guy and they get so mad at him for killing that guy.
Sure.
They get so mad at him. And
as they should.
As they should. Right? And you were like, these are terrible people that are mad at me. And,
Bad
it's
news.
like anything that happens in here, we're just like, stupid. So we lay out.
I was thinking a lot about The Italian Job whilst watching this movie. Do you remember The Italian Job? The Mark Wahlberg Italian Job?
Little cars. I only remember the little cars.
It's not a good movie. Yeah, it's stealing cars. But the team is like full of people that I remember and enjoy.
Okay.
And this is not that team. You know what I'm like?
Nope.
I feel like I remember Thomas Jane more than I remember the driver, who was in 3/4 of the movie, and Thomas Jane was in 6 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
That's not good, guys. That's not good.
Not great. Okay. We're gonna take a detour because we've already talked a whole lot and we're not even halfway through this movie.
And all we've done is detours, but yeah, let's go. I'm ready.
The music in this movie is just so terrible.
What music? Is there music?
There's music.
I don't even remember any music.
I likened it to a 1970s TV cop show.
Well,
so in other words, the person that they had do this, it felt like they spent about a week on it.
Yeah.
About a week. They're like, well, just give us what you got after a week. That's it.
Yeah, it's fine. No, it's fine. Just play it.
It's Amazon
fine.
Prime. Music's not going to add anything to this
Nobody
movie.
will care. We're not selling the soundtrack. It's fine.
You watch a movie, like Sinners, and you're just like, everything in that movie is thought about, and they weave it all together. This movie, they're just like, well, they do a bunch of weird somber, at the end of the day, music at the very end, and you're just like, where the fuck did this come from? This is not your wacky Shane Black Lethal Weapon.
Let me see if I can find where that came from. Who does the music on this thing? You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
They probably had AI do it. They're just like, AI, build us a soundtrack. AI's like, here you go.
AI would do better. All right. AI crushes it every time. You get so mad at me when I do AI stuff.
I know. You love AI. And that's it. The good news is that it's your job.
Composer, Alan Silvestri.
He's a real composer.
What else have you done, Alan?
He's a real composer.
He's very old.
I'll tell you that. He's very old.
Maybe he's slightly senile. Oh, he did the Electric State earlier last year. So, he's doing great.
He did a better job on that one. That one probably had it'd be interesting to listen to our Electric State one and see if I complained about the music on that one.
Sure. Hey, someone else go watch it. I'm not going to watch one of our episodes.
Okay, so the plan is there's a refuse train. As you're putting it on this refuse train, they're going to speed up the train, and then the train is going to jump tracks. Like here I am. I'm Mark Wahlberg character. I know this physics. What it's going to take to make a train jump the tracks.
Why? Why would you know that, Mark? I don't know.
How can he have this information in his head? That's impossible. You cannot know that. He's like, it's going to go right here, and you see that pile of dirt? It's going to stop in that pile of dirt. I'm like,
well, he's the man with a plan, okay? So he knows. He gets it.
Oh, God. And then they grab this. Then we grab the stuff, including the 4-ton wood figurehead from the front of the ship. 4 tons.
Yeah.
4 fucking tons. 4
It's a lot.
tons. Pick it
That's
up.
3 tons more than me.
So crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Parker goes to a hotel. Okay, we got to talk about this. Parker goes to a hotel. He gets to the front desk. There's a front desk guy. The front desk guy is like, yeah. And then this other guy butts in and is like,
I'll take it from here. Yeah.
oh, you're back here, blah, 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 blah. Okay. What did you think about that scene?
I didn't even understand it because then he says, oh, someone's might be in your room, but I'll just move them. You can't. What are you talking about? You're fired. You're fired immediately, guy. I don't understand what's going on here.
I think they were coding Parker as gay.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
I was like, oh, this is an interesting scene, right? That guy pushed the other guy out of the way.
100%.
And he played kind of a thing. And I'm like,
sure.
And then I'm like, oh, okay, Parker's never going to fall for any of Zen's bullshit because he's on the other team. He doesn't care about her. It's like, whatever. You can, do whatever you want. And he goes up to his room and boom, Zen is in his room.
Yeah.
And I wrote, okay.
How does that make any sense?
How does she know
what room?
More importantly, what the fuck is that dress? Do you remember the dress, Tony?
No, I don't remember.
Okay, this is what the dress does. The dress it's like a tight white number. It cuts across her breasts covers like 2/3 of her breasts, and then she's wearing another thing that's sort of like a bra that's white but seemingly of the same material. It is the weirdest, cheapest, shittiest looking dress I've ever. I'm like, what are they trying to say? Who in wardrobe would choose this horrible dress for this poor woman to wear?
You have to remember, she's in a war. Okay, she's in a war with her country. She doesn't have any money. All right, so she just has to grab whatever she can off the street or whatever.
And she's an attractive woman, and you're like, she looks like she's dressed like a streetwalker. And it's so weird. I'm just like, I don't understand. And it's just like, sorry, I had to do that. Okay.
Yeah, well, I don't remember it, but I'm sure she looked great. If you're listening, you looked great. I have no idea.
Zen does a story shaped her story. Does she talk about her life or something?
Yeah, she talks about her history, and then she's like, "Hey, what's your story?" And he's like, "Don't have one. I steal. That's my story." It's a terrible scene. It's dumb. I don't know.
And then two dudes show up and beat them.
Yeah, because he's jealous. He is in love with her.
Yeah, it's like one of her crew. And they come and beat him up and take Parker.
Yeah, it's weird.
They take him out to the. God! You just forget about how terrible this movie is. They take Parker out to the middle of nowhere, and then they chain him to a standpipe in his underwear because they want him to freeze to death.
Yeah. Why?
Oh no.
How is that better than just killing him? Because it's slow and painful or something? Or
I don't know why you just kill him. What do you care?
Just curious.
Like in Goodfellas, when you watch Goodfellas, when somebody has control over somebody, they have control over that person.
Yeah.
When you gain control over someone, they have to have some information you want, so you tie them up like this and then beat them, and then they kick their legs up and kill you. Okay.
Lethal weapon. Yeah.
You can do that. But they don't need any. This dude is jealous of this guy. He has no need for him.
100%. Yeah.
He doesn't need to torture him. Why does he care?
No.
I don't. Why
just get rid of him.
Yeah. And then the bad guy, they see a car and he's like, "Oh, that's Tony Shalhoub's guys. You're gonna need my help." This is when you pull your gun around and you shoot him. You're just like, okay, I don't want to deal with your bullshit.
100%. I don't need this added pressure. But then he sends his friend to go check, and then it turns out it's the girl.
Sort of.
But then also Tony Shalhoub later. Like I don't even understand. I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah. Okay. So somehow this all sorts itself out. I don't even remember how we resolved, but we resolve it and everybody sort of walks away.
Zen. She's first, and she beat up the other guy, but then the other guy's alive. But then Tony Shalhoub's people come, and there's a gunfight. And I don't totally remember how it resolves. They just kill the two guys. Oh, they kill the two guys, and then Tony Shalhoub calls.
Tony Shalhoub's on the phone. Yeah. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So they kill the outfit guys, and then Tony he talks to Tony Shalhoub on the phone. Okay, whatever. Grofield comes, and now we start the caper. So the caper begins. Things go wrong at the routing station where Keegan-Michael Key is. There's a whole process. We have his girls. Their uniforms don't fit, and her boobs are shooting out too. It's like another weird.
Why?
Why?
There's no reason for that. It's just weird.
But
I do enjoy the scene once they're inside the station and he can't figure out how to work the mechanics. That's a fun scene.
Yeah, it's fine. It's because you actually have comedic actors doing comedic actory things.
100%. Yeah.
And then we have this whole thing where Grofield has to do something to this T connector, which would slow down the train.
Right.
So he does one, and then the train goes by, and then somehow he gets like knocked out or something for like 5 minutes, and then somehow he steals a motorcycle, and then he steals a motorcycle, gets hit by the truck that Stan is driving.
Right. And then they're like, I think I hit him.
And then is somehow still in position to be ahead of the train. The train that is going 60 miles an hour on a straight shot.
Because we didn't slow it down. We were unable to slow it down. So.
On a straight shot. It's so weird.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't understand it.
So basically, he fixes the thing. And eventually Grofield crashes, and then he runs, then he drops the tool, then he succeeds, and the train's going 60, so it doesn't crash where it's supposed to, so it crashes someplace else where they're all heading to, and then as they watch it crash, they have to keep driving as fast as they can because the train is which has come off of an overhead rail, is continuing to roll along. Grofield's on the ground. He has to roll, or not get hit by it. And then eventually it comes to a
slow stop.
Yeah. And they killed a ton of people. And first of all, train jumps the tracks in New York City. Makes an amount of noise that we can't even comprehend. Tony, when there is a giant noise outside of your apartment, do you look out the window or go outside?
So 2 nights ago, Dan, we had this is a perfect opportunity for me to tell this story.
Tell me the story, Tony.
2 nights ago, we're watching Hell's Kitchen, as we do, and we start hearing this, what we thought was a baby crying. We're like, what is going on? So we turn it down, and it was a sound something like this. And we're like, what is going on?
You had goats outside?
The story ends with me not knowing what was getting killed, but we're pretty sure a coyote was killing an animal. I don't know what it was. It's very sad. But so what did I do, Dan? What did I do? I opened my door. I went outside and I started showing my flashlight around because I want to know what the sound is.
Hold on. Were you doing it with your phone? Were you doing the flashlight on your phone?
I was doing my phone. Yeah. I don't have a real flashlight. It's 2026, Dan. I don't have flashlights with AA batteries downstairs. All right. Do you ever have those flashlights you have to wind up and they work on like a charge that you have to wind, and then it works? I remember those.
I'm not pathetic, but I know what you're talking about.
Oh, because you got AA bat. You got one of those big lantern flashlights over there. Is that what you're telling me?
We have a few flashlights around.
Of course you do.
In case of
You're from a different generation, Dan. All right.
They're all very small though. Don't have a big mag light that I could beat someone to death with.
You should get one just in case.
Probably should get one. Okay. So you never saw it, but you think it was a coyote eating some other innocent animal.
Yeah, but the point of the story is I went outside and I investigated because it's a loud noise outside my house, and that's what you do.
One time we had a car come down and hit a bunch of other cars on the street. Like,
oh shit!
Like our upstairs neighbor or across neighbor, her car got totaled by the car. So
oh no!
And I must have been somewhere because Shannon told me about it. And whenever any big noise happens, the entire neighborhood is out on the street.
100%. We're all looking. We're all trying to figure. Hey, what's going on? What's going on? You know what's going on? Nobody knows what's going on, but we're all out there trying to figure it out together.
Nobody appears.
Yeah.
Nobody. This is New York City. You'd have 1,000 people. What the hell's out the window? What the hell?
People are probably just walking around. I've been in New York. There are people everywhere, Dan. They're always there.
Not in the New York of this movie. Okay. Let's see. Garfield rises for a train. They kill a ton of people. They open the container, and all the boxes are filled with rocks.
Yeah.
And then we have another gun battle.
Fooled you.
We have another gun. Who are we having a gun battle with about the train full of rocks? Is it the police? Maybe it's the police. And then they just drive off.
I don't know.
And then they get a flat tire, and then more police come, and then Stan, the driver, pulls up because he had stolen a police car because he crashed his truck. He says, "Hi, it's me." One of the few lines in the movie. He says, "Hi, it's me. Let's go." I'm like, okay, that's a good line.
Okay, great.
Yeah. They go to the hideout. I wrote Zen takes off. Parker, and then now Parker wants to tell his origin story. They go outside, and Tony, why don't you tell the origin story, because it's pretty poignant.
Okay. Do you want the Cliff Notes, the abridged version, or you want the whole thing, baby girl?
Whatever you deem as necessary for our audience to understand.
I'll do a bit of both to get this really across to you guys. So his backstory is he played basketball. Loves basketball. Really good at it for a 3-foot tall white guy, I'm assuming. Just so good at basketball. He had a local court. But then these two bullies were there. And they were like, hey, we're going to play basketball. Beat it, you little guy.
Forever.
And that's it. That's the origin story. Then he was just a dick to these people. He basically got people arrested because he's bitter about it. And he planted some booze in someone's trunk or something.
What he did was he
was a real jerk.
He figured out where this kid's girlfriend was, and then broke his bike, so he got late to his girlfriend's house, and then made him late to his boss's house. And then he stole the boss's.
He used to take the bike, this girl's bike. He used to take this girl's bike to his bosses. So he broke the bike, so the guy was late to his bosses, and then his boss was mad and beat him.
Broke his leg, so he couldn't play basketball anymore. And then he got his court back.
And then he got my court back.
Hey, here's an idea. Go at a different time. There's no way those two bullies live at the court.
Just go at a different time when they're not there. You can still play basketball, but
are those two bullies going to just play like there
all day,
aren't
every day.
Some real people that are going to come along, right? It's like because he said he was 8 years old, and it's like,
yeah, he's tiny.
There's no 8-year-olds that are in control of a basketball court in New York City. That is
absolutely
never happening. There's always going to be other people.
Just like adults that want to play a pickup game, you know? So that's his great origin story. He's an idiot.
Okay, so he's got an idea. So let's see. I wrote, he goes to see Kincaid. I wrote fake suicide, and then they throw a henchman. I don't know what happens. Basically, they go to Kincaid's, and they're like, who's the buyer?
The actor guy, Lakeith, is up at the top, and he's acting like he's going to jump. Then the security guard goes upstairs, and they throw him off the roof and kill him, as if that's the suicide. And then they sneak into the apartment where the guy is.
Why didn't they just knock on the door as police?
That's a great question. I got nothing.
Because that's what they then do, and then have to
eventually.
That's what they do.
Out. Yeah, 100%.
So basically, Kincaid loses his mind, and then he's there with the girlfriend, and then they say to the girlfriend, "Who's buying the figurehead?" And she's like, "The richest man in the world." And then she's like,
"Yeah, she just knows all the answers."
And here on the social media, we can see he's eating a steak, and if you just go down to this restaurant, you can go get him.
Yep, without any problem whatsoever. The richest guy in the city.
See, it's interesting. In a caper movie, what you're supposed to do is when you set up the caper beforehand, you're like, well, we're going to do this, this, this. Then when you do the caper, it all falls apart, right?
Of course.
So when they're going down to see this guy, which they have all we have perfect information, it has to fall apart again, but it doesn't.
No.
They walk in, richest guy in the world, sitting there with Mark Cuban, who is Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban's terrible actor.
Yeah.
They walk in, and Parker. Why does Parker shoot Mark Cuban?
Because the guy, the rich guy, is like, "You're not going to use your gun in this place," and then he shoots Mark Cuban to prove that he'll shoot the gun.
And then they leave easily. They go in a van, and they've got the richest man in the world in their van. And so
they're not being followed, I don't think.
No, I mean, how could they be followed? You know, no one looked out the window and watched as the richest man in the world was kidnapped. None of the wait staff thought, nobody filmed it. If I help to save the richest man in the world, he'll probably give me some money. No, nope. So then he lays out what's happening. What it is that the figurehead, because we do this magical line where, well, they've already moved all the little stuff within minutes.
Yeah, so fast.
All gone. So instead, this thing is in this place where there's these 4 vaults. You got to blow the door, but then it's in this magic cage made of magic that only opens at 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, we got this easy. They fake a hit and run in front of the vault place. The guards just all like, "Oh, we're guards. We better come out and not do anything." Then they get the other guard. Oh, they knock him out, and then they blow the door, and then we cut. So we don't know what's happened. So Lozini finds out that they blew the door. So he goes down there. He goes in there. He looks. The door is blown. The cage is open. There's nothing in there.
Yep.
And then he looks out the door. There they are. They're just about to take off in their car.
They're taking off.
Then we have a 20-minute chase of them in a car with a trailer where, I mean, at one point they get ahead of them and come towards them.
Yeah, that's correct.
At one point, Parker falls off and they chase him through houses. Then he jumps back onto the trailer, and then he is pulled behind the trailer at one point.
Yeah.
And then Zen shows up and kills everyone. And then there's a roadblock, and then Keith has to drive up a hill, and the lady falls off. The trailer falls off, and the bad guys are able to get it.
Yeah. Great stuff.
What the fuck? Like, what? Were we supposed to care about anything that happened during this?
Yeah, just like Tony Shalhoub's character, we're supposed to be like, wow, this is a good chase. This is real. So there you go.
I mean, why did they just put a bomb on the trailer and then loose the trailer and kill all the bad guys? Right? Wouldn't that have accomplished the same exact thing?
It certainly would have done stuff quicker. You know what I mean? If you didn't want to hang out too long, you could do that. So you didn't like this scene? Is that what you're trying to say to me?
I didn't like this scene because you know that the fake one is on the trailer, but then you're watching them go to an amount of danger that
is insane
to make it seem like it's the real thing. You're just like
100%. Yeah,
they're like doing 10 things that should get them killed. You know?
Yeah, easily. Yeah.
And I mean, what it should have been was they should have been like with the remote control driving the car, and then
Sure,
and
great.
then sent the car over a bridge or something. We should have done something that made because we all knew it was fake.
Well, we did. Yeah.
But that's the point is the audience absolutely knew it was fake because they showed us the fake. And we knew, and like when the car pulls out, right at the last second, to let the bad guys know that they're pulling out, we're like, oh, okay, this is a fake out. And so you have to show.
But it keeps on going.
Since we know it's fake, you're like, why are they risking life and limb to protect a fake?
Because they want you to get to the point where you're like, it's fake, it's fake, it's fake. Is this fake? This might be real. That's what they're hoping.
That's
what they
that
hope
you start
happens
to
in your
believe
brain.
it's real. Is that what?
That's right.
And how close?
That's what they want.
On a scale of 1 to 100, how many of those percentage points did you ever believe it was not?
Did I tick up? I think I started at 10%, and I think I ended at 7%. I think it went the other way.
Oh, I was at 0.
Well, yes, because you're.
I never moved off of 0.
I was like, is this real?
They would have flabbergasted me if it was the real thing. I would have been like, that would have been the
reversal.
That would have been the biggest twist ever. That somehow they opened the impossible gate.
You remember Mission Impossible? The first one where he's got the knock list and he's like, oh, I didn't give you the real one. I gave you the fake one. But then he really gave him the real one. That's what this twist should have been. That's what it should have been. That would have been amazing.
Should have knock listed it. They should have. You're correct, Tony. They should have knock listed it.
You always got to knock list that. That's great.
So, God, during all of this,
we're almost through it.
So somehow, during all this, Stan was left behind with the richest man in the world. Stan then somehow supposedly accidentally lets the richest man in the world out. The richest man in the world
leaves.
Does not call the police, does not call anyone to come help him. He goes home. And
he just wants to go home. He's tired, I get it.
Tony Shalhoub shows up with the fake figurehead.
Yeah.
And demands that he takes it right now.
We got to do the deal now, right now.
Even though he's like, I won't have the money till tomorrow because the super merger hasn't happened. We're like, what? What's the super merger?
Talking about?
Why does there have to be a super merger that has to happen in the future that we're not?
Well,
that we don't care about?
He's rich. Dan, he's rich, but he's not liquid. Okay, that's what you have to understand. To get rich, it's not you got cash laying around. You got stuff tied up in things. I got stuff in the stocks. I got stuff in buildings. Your cash it's tied up in things.
Now, do you really think when you close a merger, the guy just walks out with the big check and hands it to you?
We close at 11. He's going to hand me the thing. I got to go to the bank. So 11:30, 11:45, give or take, depending on the line, I'll have your money.
It's so weird. There's so much stuff like this in this movie. So he starts caressing it. Doesn't he start caressing it? And then one of the gems falls.
He starts feeling it up. Yeah. He loves this little thing.
What the fuck?
Well, it is a lady statue.
He should have tried to have sex. Oh, but was he a gay? Is he supposed to be a homosexual guy? He was, wasn't he?
He should have had sex with it. That's what should have popped the button off.
Boing! Oh!
This thing's fake.
Okay. So at 8 a.m., so it's a fake out. At 8 a.m., the vault opens. They pack it up. And then Lozini shows up, and then he's in charge.
Because the rich guy calls Shalhoub, is like, hey, this is fake. And Shalhoub's like, oh, okay.
So
I know where the real one is. It
turns out that the outfit is out of money. But I mean, didn't they just sell all the half of the stuff? They don't really. I mean, this is more money, man. But it's like it's not like this is the most important money ever because they've already made half the money, and then somehow Mark Wahlberg has rigged it to blow.
Yeah. Yep. Which you don't really know why or how.
And then
or when.
The general shows up. And then he blows it and it kills all the bad guys.
Yeah.
And then, okay, so here's the thing. So the whole movie is actually a replaying of what he did to when he was 8 years old. So
yes, correct.
He never cared about any of the money.
No, never once for a second. No.
All this was about was him taking down the outfit because the outfit told him he couldn't work in New York.
Yeah. He's just really, nobody tells me where I walk. Shut up. Shut up, guy. That's stupid.
Tony, is that the character that he's been playing this whole movie?
No, it's not the character because the first job was independent of this.
No, he was robbing the outfit. That was
he was robbing the outfit.
The whole idea is he's been doing a series of robberies, and I think this happens in the book against the outfit because he does hate the outfit, and I mean him doing this at the end. Just tell us he hates the outfit, right?
Sure.
Like if on this first thing he's like, I fucking hate the outfit. And then when he gets his vengeance at the end, we're with him, right? I'm with him. If he's doing that robbery, if he's doing this robbery, he's like, fuck them. Fuck them, fuck them, fuck them. And then when he tells the guy, you don't tell me where to walk, fuck you. I like that. I love that.
Sure, that's fine. But what I'm saying is he did that first robbery.
Yeah.
And he was so mad when a guy stole one of the bags of money that he chased him through a horse. He did a baseball slide under a horse's gate, which we didn't talk about, but was dumb. And he shoot him in the head. And he's like, nobody takes my money that I've stolen from some. Why would he care about the money? If he doesn't care about the money, if he's only doing it to screw the outfit, he doesn't care.
Doesn't care.
He doesn't care at all.
Doesn't care.
It doesn't make any sense.
Mm-mm.
That's all.
And also that's actually a beautiful thing. If he's got Zen dead to rights, right? He's like, I'm going to kill you, and she's all like, you hate the outfit, right? Well, we're taking down the outfit. Yeah. And then he's just like,
cool.
I'm with you, baby. Right?
Cool. Sign me up.
And
Let's
that actually
do this.
makes sense because he either cares about taking down the outfit or he cares about money.
Yeah, that's it.
He has to care about one of those two things. And it's like if the guy cares about the money, he's not going to give that stupid broad 20K. Not a chance.
100%. Yeah.
He doesn't care. Screw her.
Yeah. Amen.
So dumb. So we have the big ending music, and this is when they have the music that's like the the pig, and they're driving away, and Zen's in the back, and she's all angry, and I'm just like, why is this not the point at which Parker just puts a gun back there and kills her?
Sure.
Right. That's when he needs to kill her.
Just leave her behind. Yeah.
But instead, Parker goes somewhere and looks at himself in the mirror, and then leaves. Oh no, he comes back, and then he has a pile of fake. Then he pours a pile of fake gems to make everybody happy. He's like, "Here's a pile of fake gems that."
But they're real gems in the movie.
No, they're fake gems.
You think they're just plastic in the movie? And he's like, "Fuck you guys, I'm out." I hope that is true. There should be a post-credit scene of some of the people like trying to sell these things. People are like, these are plastic, motherfucker.
Okay. So then he goes back and sits at the childhood basketball court.
Yep. And then two kids walk up and they're like, hey, are you guarding the basketball? He's like, nah, not me. Have fun, kids. What's happening? I don't understand what's happening. Why would they ask him if they could play? He's just sitting there. He's not doing anything.
You know what should have happened? This is that Dan Goodsell rewrite. He walks up there. There's a bunch of teen kids playing ball, and there's a couple little kids who are sitting there. He pulls out his gun. He pistol whips the shit.
Mows them down. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Tony murders all those kids. So he pistol whips all those bitches. Like bam, 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 And then he picks up the ball and he hands it to the little kids and he's like, "It's all yours.
The court is yours."
Like these bloody kids. That would be so funny. So then,
That'd be so funny. I love
what
that.
does he do at the end? He goes to see Zen at the hotel, and there's a raid, and it says the relics were recovered. I don't know how they're recovered because they were all already sold.
Yeah, I don't know.
She kisses him. Thank you. Ortiz is now the acting president. And then she says to him this great line, "We could buy a big house." What the fuck? Wait,
What do you mean?
he's not even faked a relationship with the stupid lady. Like, not even for like 1 second, right?
No. There's never been any sort of like romantic interest between them ever in this entire movie.
We could buy a big house. What are you talking about? Big house?
Yeah. For who? I don't understand who it's for.
And then he's like, "You killed my crew." And then somebody says, "I pretended to like you." Whew.
So what she says is, "I was pretending to like you at first, but then somewhere along the way, I really started to mean it." And then Mark's like, "I was always pretending." People haven't liked each other for 1 second. What are you talking about?
And so then he kills her. Just kills her with a gun. Like, guns are really loud.
They're loud. They're scary, and everyone hears it.
When you murder someone in a hotel with a gun,
people know. People talk.
"Oh, put the do not disturb sign." Then he goes to see Gretchen Mol, and he gives her a big bag of diamonds. "Here's a bag of." She's like, "That's more than I expected."
Right. And what am I going to do with diamonds? I don't understand.
Diamonds so easy to get rid of.
Are they?
No, God, no.
Who do I sell? Dan, let me know. Who do I sell them to? I got a bunch of diamonds over here.
What would you do with diamonds? You'd probably try and, truthfully, you'd probably try and find the criminal underworld somehow. Yeah.
Honestly, what I would probably do is I'd go down to Venice Beach. I'd set up one of those tables on the side of the boardwalk there, and I'd just hawk them.
You'd get your ass beat if you did that.
With diamonds?
Nope. Every square inch down there is taken.
It's already called for. Shoot, man. There goes my plan A.
And then he goes and has New Year's with Grofield. They go and have New Year's.
Yeah, all weird. We didn't even talk about when he wishes him a Merry Christmas in the middle of the movie for absolutely no reason whatsoever.
Well, so it's a Christmas movie because he's like hoping. It's like ever since Die Hard became a Christmas movie, everyone's like, "If I make my movie, it's Christmas."
Is it everyone, or is it just Shane Black? He's the only one who seems obsessed with it. Every movie he does is just at Christmas for no reason.
Yeah, I don't know, Tony. Is your phone making lots of buzzing noises over there? What is going on?
It might be. I'm still technically on the clock. Oh, it's 5:13. I'm not on the clock anymore.
You finished work while we were doing the show?
Yeah. I did about 2 hours of work over here. It's good. I'm killing it.
This is like work. Okay, that's the end. The music was terrible. The tone was terrible. The acting was
confused.
Subpar. The action scenes were
not good.
If you're going to do action scenes and they're going to be so bad, just don't do action scenes.
That is correct. Yeah.
Have people do acting and do things like that.
And you got a thriller. It's fine.
There's your question. Lethal Weapon. This is a movie that you've seen.
Yeah.
I probably saw it when it came out. Maybe saw it a second time.
It's a movie you've seen. Yeah.
Maybe saw it a second time.
Oh, boy. You got to watch it again.
Are there action scenes in that movie?
Yeah. Couple. It's not like.
Are there real car chases?
The car chase is actually in the second one, I want to say. Cougarans. Yeah, so I think the second one has car chases. This one has a really great. So if people haven't seen it, tune out. They basically
spoilers on Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, there's like a couple of gunfights. And then the end, they go into the bad guy's lair. They get
captivated.
And then Mel is hanging from the thing, and he's getting electrocuted. And then he
cattle prod.
Breaks the guy's neck with his legs, escapes, and then shoots everybody. And then they escape. And then there's a great fight scene between him and Gary Busey.
Oh, in the club,
in the yard. Right? In the yard, and the sprinklers are going off, and they're all wet, and their bodies are shining. It's great. It's good. It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Think about that for a
second. Action to regular movie is definitely skewed regular movie and not action, as opposed to this movie.
Make a regular movie. That's what people like. Regular movies.
Well, we like characters. We like story. We like those two things a lot. So.
We like story. We like jokes. It's like all this AI garbage. It's like, oh, look at this. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger as a predator. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger, Terminator fighting Predator. This is the movie I've waited my whole life to see. Here's 3 minutes of them throwing punches at each other.
And we're done.
That's not a movie. That is not going to defeat Hollywood.
Marvel movies have kind of ruined it for the rest, because Marvel movies are heavy on the action. A lot.
They are. Yeah.
Most of them heavy on the action.
What's the best part is when Captain America picks up Thor's hammer, and we're just like, okay, we got a party going on here. That's a character moment.
Okay, we got a party going on here. All right.
Character.
Yeah, no, I agree. Characters are very important. You know who knows that? TBS. Wait, TNT? Which one is Characters Welcome?
I don't know, Tony.
That's one of their taglines, right? TBS, Characters Welcome. I don't know. Maybe that was USA.
Maybe it was USA.
I think it was USA because I think that's Monk. I think Monk and Psych are Characters Welcome. So I'm way off. I'm going to edit all that out. That was a terrible, terrible job.
Okay. Anything else to say about this classic of the genre?
I'm out. I'm done. We talked way too much about this movie.
That is true. Okay.
Something you liked. What'd you like?
Sinners. I've only watched half of it because I'm scared to watch the second half. It's like I'm invested in all these characters, and I know shit's gonna go down.
It's a different movie. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I know shit's gonna go down.
But you watch it. You gotta watch it, Dan. You gotta watch it. It's great.
You're gonna probably watch it. I might not watch it, but I probably watch it.
That's fair.
I should.
You watched what I consider the better half of the movie. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's the first hour of that movie is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, beautiful stuff.
It is the direction. I did not know that it was played by the same guy, the twins. I did not know they.
Oh wow! Okay.
I had to look up there because they just felt different. They just felt it felt like two characters.
Because he can act. He's an actor, Dan.
It's like Delroy Lindo's doing like his best acting. I'm like, I believe everything about this guy. He does the whole thing where he's like, you want me to come and play for one night, and they're gonna that job's gonna be there for me every night. Why the hell would I come?
Why would I do that?
Then what does he do? They offer him the temptation, the Irish beer. I'm like, it's not money. They offer him something that's more important to him than
substance.
Money.
Yeah.
And that's you have a character moment. You're like, oh well, there's a character who explained why he does what he does, and then these guys are smarter, and they blew him up, and he had to do what they wanted because they knew what he wanted. Wow, characters that want something. What does Parker want? I want to destroy the outfit. Well, okay, just tell us that. It doesn't have to be. And
then just do it. There's such a runaround way to do it. There's the easier way to do it, fella.
I'm telling you right now. We're in a movie. We're going to be okay with. We do not need to be surprised that this whole thing is a puzzle because it wasn't a puzzle.
The entire movie was just a facade. No, I don't need to know that.
And I mean, you can write that movie where it's all where he really didn't care about the money.
The Usual Suspects.
What's that? Oh, yeah, The Usual Suspects. The Usual Suspects.
Yeah, the end of the movie. Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Okay. Tony, do you have anything you like this?
I sure do, Dan. Great news for everybody. Pokemon has turned 30, and they released Leaf Green and Fire Red on the Switch finally, which is incredible. And then Pokemon Pokopia came out today / last night at 9 p.m. and it's amazing, and I'm just living my best life at 40. That's all.
Wow. Tony, do you have the Disney Channel?
The Disney Channel or the Disney app?
Disney Plus.
Yeah, I got Disney Plus. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to go to Disney Plus for a brand new movie next week.
Brand new movie on Disney Plus.
Brand new movie on Disney Plus.
I'm listening.
Andrew Stanton. You love Andrew Stanton, don't you?
Who's Andrew Stanton? Hold on, let me look
John
him up here.
Carter, Warlord of Mars.
Hey, we did that. Toy Story 5. Oh, Finding Nemo. Finding Dory. Are we doing some Finding Nemo? Come on.
Nope, we're doing his new movie starring Kate McKinnon.
Hey, I do like her.
In the Blink of an Eye.
Damn, I've never heard of this movie before in my life. This just came out?
Just came out.
Are you sure?
Absolutely
I've never heard
sure.
of this before.
I know.
Did he write it or did he?
Oh, I think he did everything.
As you should.
They're calling it a lightweight cloud atlas.
Sorry. That's not something you want to call your movie. People
I don't
like
think,
clouds.
I don't think they're calling it that.
I thought that was like maybe that was like their pitch. It's like,
so what kind of movie do you want?
Nobody liked.
What kind of movie do you want to make? Lightweight Cloud Atlas.
I'm looking at it. This looks dumb already, Dan.
I think it's like 3 timelines. It's like the future with Kate McKinnon on a spaceship going somewhere. Now times, like somebody doing forensic, like a bones thing, and then caveman.
Bones, sure.
You got caveman, bones, the future.
Oh boy, oh god. Okay, let's do this thing. Thank you.
If you like what you do, give us a subscribe, leave a comment, or fund our next movie.
Fund it. I'll do a movie right now. Fund my movie. I got scripts on scripts on scripts. None of them are written, but they're all right here.
He's got it all up here.
All up here. Don't worry about it.
Because that's how they do those Marvel movies. They just make them as they go along.
That's right. You don't need a script. You're fine. We'll just show up day one and we'll figure it out.
Doctor Doom, Doctor Doom's going to be on the Fantastic Four plane, and then they're going to come to our plane. Captain America's there raising a baby with the lady Captain America. It's going to be
just
the
new
great.
Avengers. Okay,
it's gonna be a fucking disaster. It's gonna be such a disaster.
I cannot wait.
They're like, we were gonna split it into 2 movies, but then we'd have to pay Robert Downey Jr. twice. I guess,
and that's a lot. To be in their defense, that's got to be a lot of money.
A lot of money. Okay, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everybody.